What's going on YouTube? Thomas L here. Since summer 2018 is pretty much done and over with, I decided to take a look at summer of next year. Like, I know it's too early to really talk about next summer, but I kind of want to talk about it. I mean, summer 2019 looks incredible. Like, I actually technically already made this video, but Paramount kind of moved Top Gun 2 to 2020, so I kind of had to do another video so I could get Top Gun 2 out of the list, since that's not going to be a summer movie. Well, a summer movie of 2019, that is not. It's going to be a summer movie of 2020, but anyway, with that being said, here are my top 10 anticipated movies of the summer of next year. So far, that is. Because of course, down the line by 2019, it could easily change because there'll probably be other films I'm looking forward to more than these, but they just don't have release dates yet. So anyway, all right. At number 10 will be an R-rated comedy coming out called Good Boys. This film opens on August 16th, and here's what it's about. It's about a group of young boys on the cusp of becoming teenagers embark on an epic quest in the San Fernando Valley to fix their broken toy before their parents get home. Interesting, but this film has kids in it, like an R-rated comedy starring mainly kids. It has of course we've seen South Park, which has kids cursing, but those aren't actually it's not like kids are actually voicing the characters from South Park. Like, the film is led by Jacob Tremblay, who's an amazing young actor. He appeared in Room. He was fantastic in Wonder, and he's in that new Predator movie. The film is also produced by Seth Rogen and also has an interesting supporting cast. You got Millie Davis, who appeared with Tremblay in Wonder. Molly Gordon, who was just seen in that Melissa McCartney film, Life of the Party. Got a few interesting other casts, like Keith L. Williams is in this, who played adoptive son, you will, on Fresh Off the Boat. No, not Fresh Off the Boat. Last Man on Earth. Why did I get those two shows messed up? Whatever. I'm interested. I mean, it's another comic coming out in August, and I've loved the comics that got released in August. I mean, whether you talk about Sausage Party, Hitman's Bodyguard, most recently Happy Time Murders, August is really good for R-rated comic materials. And yeah, I can't wait to check this one out. I mean, this could probably be a sleeper hit of the summer, to be honest with you. I don't know why. It just sounds like it could be a sleeper. Like, this could maybe be next year's Crazy Rich Asians. You know how Crazy Rich Asians was like the biggest movie of August this month? Of August this year? I think next August, the biggest, the moneymaker, the surprise moneymaker, I should say, might end up being Good Boys. Of course, there's another film that might actually make more money in August, but I'll talk about that here in a bit. Anyway, at number 9 is Detective Pikachu, which is a live-action Pokemon movie that's like Sherlock Holmes, if you will. It features the voice of Ryan Reynolds as the role of Pikachu. Yes, you got Deadpool voicing Pikachu. I gotta admit, to be honest, that's genius casting. I mean, when we hear Pikachu talking, we're pretty much going to hear Deadpool's voice coming out of Pikachu. And also, with this, you also got Justice Smith, who is really good in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Catherine Newton is in this, who was just seen in Blockers. Now, it's kind of interesting to see them do a live-action Pokemon movie without Ash or anything. But I guess they wanted to do something totally different because or something. But hey, maybe if this does well down the line, we could see another live action Pokemon movie. With someone playing Ash and someone playing Misty and whatever. Maybe this is just like a test for them. Who knows? And Detective Pikachu comes out on May 10th. There's also like a poster for it, so don't be surprised if we get a trailer that like pretty soon. I mean, Warner Brothers is pretty much acquired the rights for Pikachu, and the next anime film they have coming is Smallfoot, which opens next month. So maybe we'll get a trailer by next month. Anyway, at number 8 will be John Wick Chapter 3. Of course, this is the third installment of the John Wick franchise. You got Keanu Reeves back as John Wick. Lawrence Fishburne's in this. Halle Berry is actually playing the villain. Like, I really dig the first two John Wick movies. Actually, Part 3 is supposed to be called Part 3 John Wick 3 Parabellum. To be honest, I don't really care much for the name, but hey, interested to see them actually have a name for John Wick instead of just calling it a chapter. They don't really have like an actual synopsis, but after the ending of John Wick Chapter 2, I could imagine what it's going to be about. I'm not going to spoil John Wick Chapter 2 for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, but if you see the end of John Wick Chapter 2, you probably know what Part 2 might end up being about. Also, the cast are, like, other than Halle Berry and Fishburne and Reeves, you also got Asia Kate Dillon, from Villains fame. Ian McShane is back. You also got this actor named Jason Mantzoukas. I always pronounce the last name. But he appeared on The League. I always like I said, I'm not all that great with names. You also got Hiroyuki Sanada. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Lance Reddick is back. I love Lance Reddick. I'm happy he returns. He's really in the John Wick movies. And of course, Angelica Houston also returns, as well as Mark Picasso. Some of the Raid cast members are in this. So yeah, John Wick Chapter or John Wick Parabellum. I think that's the name. Parabellum. Yeah, so that I cannot wait to see. I mean, it's interesting they're releasing it in the summer. Like, they have so much confidence in the John Wick franchise now. They're just saying, screw it. People are coming out to see our John Wick movies. The first one got released in fall. The second one got released in winter, and both of them were hits. You know what? Screw it. We're releasing the next John Wick movie in the summer, in May, pretty much the heart of summer season. That's why they're releasing it in the summer, I bet. And if John Wick Chapter 3 ends up being better than 1 and 2, I'm going to consider John Wick as one of the best action movie franchises out there. Because I'm really digging the franchise. Anyway. Oh, and John Wick Chapter 3 comes out on May 17th. So keep your eye out for that. Hope we get a trailer some down the line. At number 7 is Hobbs and Shaw. Now, I said Good Boys might end up being the surprise movie the surprise hit of August. Hobbs and Shaw will be no surprise hit. It's gonna be a hit. I mean, come on. You got two of the biggest action stars in the world, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Jason Statham, teaming up, pretty much playing their Fast and characters. You got Dwayne Johnson back as Hobbs and Jason Statham back as Shaw. And you got yourself Idris Elba as the villain of Vanessa Kirby, who's already in a blockbuster hit now with Mission Impossible Fallout. She's in this. Oh, yeah, this movie's going to be a hit. Like, it's going to be a moneymaker. I won't be surprised if this ends up being like this ends up making. I won't be surprised if this ends up making more than all the Fast and Furious movies put together. Because I mean, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, that guy's a moneymaker. Okay, not all of his movies are like hits, but for the most part, his movies are real hits. And of course, Jason Statham right now, he's already in a blockbuster hit with The Meg, and it's doing well. So people are still fans of Jason Statham, and lots of people love The Rock's character. Lots of people love Jason Statham's character. So putting them back together, like, because we gotta wait till 2020 for an actual Fast and Furious. So till then, we got a spinoff coming, and that will be theirs on August 2nd. So keep your eye out for that one. At number 6 will be Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I dug the first Godzilla movie. I did have problems with it. Like, we had to wait really like a long time for Godzilla to show up, and I really had a problem with that one. I mean, it's a movie called Godzilla, and Godzilla doesn't hardly show up till like the middle of the film. And from this, it looks like Godzilla is like gonna be the main figure. And we got new monsters in this. You got Mothra. I forgot the other name, monsters' names, but I cannot wait for the new Godzilla film. I mean, the trailer that got released during Comic-Con, I thought was fantastic. Like, it wasn't like a great trailer by any means, but I really had fun with that trailer. And you got like new additions to this. Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things fame. We'll see how good. We'll see if she's not really a one-hit wonder, because she's a fantastic on Stranger Things. But I want to see what she could do like outside of Stranger Things now. Because Finn Wolfhard, he's shown that he could do more than just the Stranger Things character, because he was good in that. So let's see if Millie Bobby Brown has what it takes to be great in other stuff outside of Stranger Things. You also got like another like a supporting cast. You got Vera Farmiga, Kyle Chandler, O'Shea Jackson Jr. I think the only person who's returning from the first film is Ken Watanabe, who's also in Detective Pikachu, by the way. I love Ken Watanabe. He has like such a darn cool voice, and every time he's on screen in a film, even if the film isn't good, he's always a shine in the movie. Like to me, he's like the Asian James Earl Jones or Morgan Freeman. He always like tells us like some sort of story or whatever, but he has like a darn cool voice, and I can't wait to see him back in this. But yeah, Godzilla King of the Monsters will actually be theirs on July 31st.
By your money name.
At number 4, no, not number 4, number 5 of my anticipated movies of next summer will be Toy Story 4. Now, lots of people are complaining on why they're making another Toy Story movie, because the last one ended perfectly. But I love this franchise so much, I'm down to see like another one. This time I heard like some rumors that I don't know. I think it's true, but that Toy Story 4 might actually be like a love film with one of the characters. I think it's either Bo Peep or Bobby. But I can't wait for another Toy Story movie. I mean, this is seriously one of my favorite franchises. And I mean, you got like Tom Hanks back. Tim Allen returns. I can't wait till they drop a trailer. I won't be surprised if we get like some sort of teaser of sorts, maybe in November. Probably the week Ralph Breaks the Internet comes out, we might see a trailer. I don't know, but I'm just glad it's actually being made, because there was like some speculations that this was going to get pushed back and whatever because of the whole John Lasseter situation. But I'm glad it's coming out, because the Toy Story franchise, they're so popular. Like, you can't really end the Toy Story franchise, so I can't wait to see the next one. and it comes out on July, I think 21st. Let me double check. Oh yeah, Toy Story 4 will be premiered on June 21st. Why did I say July? All right. At number 4 will be Spider-Man: Far From Home. I really love the first Spider-Man movie. The one with Tom Holland in it. I mean, he's a really darn good Spider-Man. I mean, the Spider-Man Far From Home sounds like it's gonna be cool because it's not only heading to like set place in New York. They're gonna go to London. I think Paris. They're gonna go to. I think maybe France or. And I mean, the villain in this will be Mysterio, but played by Jake Gyllenhaal. And of course, you got like Michael Keaton back as the Vulture. I can't wait to see Spider-Man Far From Home. Tom Holland is really invested with this character. I mean, he pretty much teased the name on like Instagram. He pretty much teased what the name's gonna be. But yeah, I can't wait for Far From Home. I hope we get a trailer later this year. My money will be on maybe by December, maybe the week of Aquaman or Bumblebee. We'll get like a trailer. But Far From Home will be in theaters on July 3rd of next year. At number 3 will be Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Oh my god, I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward for this movie. I mean, it's about like an actor and his stunt double who pretty much make like a strive in Hollywood in like 1969's. Pretty much, the film is set in like the backdrop of the Manson murders because the two characters played by Brad Pitt and Leo DiCaprio, lives next door to Sharon Tate. And also, they just recently cast an actor to play Charles Manson, so Charles Manson's gonna have a role in this. Roman Polanski's gonna have some sort of role. There's even like an actor playing Bruce Lee in this. Damian Lewis from Villains fame is playing Steve McQueen. I'm interested to see what's going on with this film. I mean, I really cannot wait to see when this film comes out in the summer, and this will actually be his like Tarantino's first summer movie since Inglourious Basterds, and that was like 2009. And the cast in this, holy cow, is stacked. You got Margot Robbie, Al Pacino, DiCaprio, Pitt. You got the likes of Luke Perry, Timothy Olyphant, Kurt Russell's in this, Burt Reynolds. I could list the whole cast down, but to be honest, I really don't even think I could remember all the cast from the top of my head because that's how big the casting is. And yeah, I cannot wait for this movie. If nothing else like bigger opens that day, I'm seeing this opening day. That's how excited I am for this movie. I might actually see this opening day. I don't care if there's a MCU movie opening that day. I'm seeing this film opening day. But anyway, I can't say much. I'm really looking forward for Tarantino's new flick. At number 2 now will be The Lion King. Now, I was going to choose between either this or Aladdin, but I decided to pick maybe Lion King. I'm looking forward for Aladdin. Don't get me wrong. But Lion King, I'm more excited for. I mean, the cast in this is really amazing. I mean, you got James Earl Jones back as Mufasa. Donald Glover is voicing Simba. You even got like Seth Rogen, Billy Eichner. You got Chiwetel Ejiofor as Scar. Beyonce is even in this. There's even going to be like original music by Elton John and Beyonce. Of course, Elton John did the music for the original Lion King. And also, it's directed by Jon Favreau, who also directed The Jungle Book. And after what he did with The Jungle Book, that definitely piques my interest for this new one. Because what Jon Favreau did with that Jungle Book, it really looked realistic. Like, those animals seriously looked real. And pretty much everything in that movie was pretty much CGI. Other than the kid, everything in that movie was CGI. So I'm pretty sure everything in this movie is pretty much going to be CGI. I can't wait till Disney drops a trailer for this thing. I bet when the trailer hits, the Circle of Life song is going to be playing. Watch it. When the trailer comes, you're going to see the sunlight going, rah, ma, ma. I can't really do the whole thing, but I bet that's going to be what the trailer's going to look like. And if that happens, that's going to be one of the best trailers of the year. Mark my words. Anyway, I went on a little long with that one. I'm just excited for this Lion King movie, you know. Alright. Now, at number one of the most anticipated movie of summer of 2019 is, let's say, no shocker, that's if, of course, they don't move it to late April, of course. And I heard rumors it might, but we'll see. My number one anticipated movie of the summer is, no surprise, Avengers 4. I mean, after the events of Infinity War, I want to see what happens with Avengers 4. I really want to see how they market the movie as well. Spoiler for Avengers Infinity War. Now, I wonder what they're going to do with the Dustin characters. But yeah, I can't wait for Avengers 4. I mean, Infinity War, that movie completely rocked. I just can't wait for Avengers 4. I'm still wondering if the Dustin characters are actually going to appear in the movie. I mean, we'll see what happens, but of course, Avengers 4 comes out 2 months after Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel is going to appear in this. Ant-Man is going to appear in Avengers 4. I can't wait to see what happens with it. Avengers 4 will be in theaters on May 3rd of next year. Alright, that's pretty much all my top 10 anticipated movies of the summer next year. There's others I could have added. I'm also looking forward for a couple of horrors coming out next summer. Grudge might actually be interesting. Annabelle 3 is coming. You also got Man in Black, Shaft, Secret Life of Pets 2, New Mutants, but I did not add that in my list because God knows if it's really going to come out for the summer. They might delay it once again. Or maybe just put it on the Disney streaming service. There's lots of other ones. I mean, there's probably going to be more summer movies set for release, but they just don't have release dates yet. There'll most likely be some sort of smaller film, like a Sundance film, to come out in the summer that might actually end up being better than the blockbusters. You just never know. I mean, heck, who would expect that film about Mr. Rogers would end up in my top 10 anticipated summer movies? I mean, hey, there could always be a film like that opening next summer. Anyway, what movie are you guys looking forward to watching in the summer of 2019? Leave the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. Sidecar.